Friends, welcome to episode 5 of this grand epic, and we are continuing with the narration of Invocations. This portion of Invocations is called Ang Nyasa, and this Ang Nyasa is performed after completing the Karnyas, which I had explained in my last episode. Now, what is Ang Nyasa? Ang Nyasa is very similar to Karnyas, and if we recall, in the context of Shri Ramcharitmanas, Karnyas was performed for the purification of the hands. On a similar note, Ang Nyasa is performed for other parts of the body and heart. The heart and the other parts of the body are touched with all the fingers of the right hand joined together while performing the Ang Nyasa. The lines that we recite while performing the Ang Nyasa are same as Karnyas, and which is why I will not be explaining the meaning of each line once again. However, I will recite it and tell you which part it tells us to purify. Okay. Now, for the purpose of the Ang Nyasa, we will put our right hand. The reciter should put his right hand on his heart and say this line: Jag Mangal Gun Gram Ram ke Dani Mukti Dhan Dharam Dham ke Hridayaya Namaha. Hriday means heart, and at this point, the reciter should put his right hand on his heart. The next line reads, the next line is actually for the forehead, and at that point the reciter should read this line while putting his right hand on the forehead as per the scripture, and it reads: Ram Ram kahi je jamuhahi tinhahi na pap punj samuhahi shirse swaha. Shir is also a synonym of forehead, and a lot of yoga enthusiasts might have heard of an asana called Shirsasan. Shirsasan, yeah, I think it's Shirsasan, and that is related to the head. While saying this line, the reciter is expected to put his right hand on his forehead. Moving on, now the next line is to be read with the reciter's hand on the head and hair, and it reads: Ram sakal naman hate adhika ho nath adkhag gan badhika shikhaye vasht. It means here shikha means hair, and actually there is a very famous I think it's called Shikakai, which is like a shampoo or some hair product. Well, Shikha means hair, and it also means hair in Hindi too. And after reciting this line, while reading the next line, the reciter is supposed to touch the right shoulder with the left hand and vice versa. Uma daru joshit ki nai Sabhi Nachavat Ramu Gosai Kavachaya Hum. Here the word Kavach actually means an armor, and armor, as you all know, was used by soldiers to protect themselves during battlefield, and it's something that warriors wore during battles. Now, for the next line, the reciter is expected to touch both the eyes with the fingertips of the right hand. Sanmukh hoi jeev mohi jabhi janma koti adh nasahi tabhi netra bhyam vaushit. Here, netra netra actually means eyes, and a lot of people in India, use the word netra to name their child. It's a very common name in India too, and netra means eyes. Okay. Now, after reciting this line, for the next line, the reciter is expected to take the right hand around the head in the counterclockwise from forehead to the back of the head and back to the forehead. And then they're supposed to strike the palm of the left hand with the index and the middle fingers of the right hand. And they should recite this line. Mam bhiraksha raghukul nayak dhrut bar chap ruchir kar sayak astrayan fat. So here astra actually means a weapon, and it especially refers to those weapons which are aimed at a distant target. An example of an astra would be like an arrow or a spear. And now here's a fun fact. In Hindi language, there are two words. One word is astra and the other word is shastra. Astra refers to those weapons that are aimed at distant target, and shastra are those weapons that are held in hand and used in a combat. And to clarify the concept, astra, an example of an astra would be an arrow or a spear, and an example of a shastra would be a sword or a mace. So that's the difference between astra and shastra for those who are interested. That brings us to the end of Ang Nyasa. And now we have one more portion of the invocation left, and that is called Dhyan. The Dhyan portion of the invocation is what we will cover in the next episode. However, for the purpose of this episode, I think we are at the end of it, and this one was a short one as well. So friends, thank you for watching this episode, and if you are interested in the story of Ram, stay tuned. And if you like what we do here, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And if you want to get notified each time one of our video gets aired, please smash that bell icon. And even if you don't want to get notified, or if you don't like what we are doing, you can go ahead and subscribe, because it's free, and who cares. Till the next episode, have a good one, and God bless you all. Thank you, folks.